On a June evening in 2025, the quiet town of Pecos, Texas, faced a jaw-dropping sight. A massive wall of dust, known as a haboob, swept across the landscape with astonishing speed and force. Residents had heard warnings, but nothing could prepare them for the sheer scale of what was coming. The sky vanished behind a towering, churning curtain of brown, turning day into a surreal twilight within minutes. The sun, once blazing overhead, was quickly swallowed by the advancing dust, casting the entire region into an otherworldly gloom. Residents watched in disbelief as the storm swallowed familiar landmarks and blotted out the sun, leaving only an eerie orange glow that filtered through the thick haze. The world outside their windows looked transformed, almost unrecognizable. The wind roared with relentless intensity, carrying grit and sand that battered everything in its path, forcing life to a standstill. Streets emptied as people rushed indoors, seeking shelter from the stinging dust. Breathing became difficult, and visibility dropped to near zero. Even headlights struggled to pierce the thick, swirling air, making travel dangerous and nearly impossible. The haboob's sudden arrival was a stark reminder of how quickly weather can transform everything, turning a calm evening into a scene of chaos and awe in a matter of moments. For many, it was a day when the earth itself seemed to rise up and claim the sky, as dust and wind merged the ground and heavens into one swirling mass. The power and speed of the storm left a lasting impression on West Texas, coating everything in a thick layer of dust and reminding everyone of nature's unpredictable might. It was a spectacle, and a warning no one will soon forget, a vivid memory etched into the hearts of all who witnessed the day the sky turned to dust. So, what exactly is a haboob? You may have seen dramatic footage of these enormous, rolling walls of dust, swallowing up entire cities or stretching across the open desert. But there's more to these storms than just their striking appearance. The word haboob comes from Arabic, meaning to blow, and it describes a fierce dust storm driven by powerful thunderstorm winds. These storms are not just a spectacle, they're a force of nature that can transform a sunny day into near darkness in minutes. Here's how it happens. When a thunderstorm collapses, cool air rushes down from the storm and spreads out rapidly as it hits the ground. This outflow acts like a giant broom, scooping up loose dust and sand, lifting it high into the air, and creating a massive moving wall. These dust storms can stretch for dozens of miles and soar thousands of feet into the sky, making them visible from far away and even from space. Their sheer size and speed are truly breathtaking. Haboobs are most common in the world's great deserts like the Sahara and the Middle East, but they also strike the American Southwest, places like Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, where dry conditions and thunderstorms often collide. They're especially likely during monsoon season, when intense heat, dry ground, and sudden, strong storms come together to create the perfect conditions for these dramatic events. The result is a fast-moving, awe-inspiring, and sometimes dangerous wall of dust that can reduce visibility to zero, disrupt travel, and even pose health risks for anyone caught outside. In short, a haboob is nature's way of showing just how powerful and unpredictable a thunderstorm can be, reminding us of the incredible forces at work in our atmosphere. Local resident Juan Cisneros captured the Pecos haboob on video, providing a first-hand look at the storm's incredible power and speed. As the dust cloud approached, Juan's footage showed the sky darkening rapidly, turning day into night in a matter of moments. The wind howled, carrying thick dust that blotted out the sun and made it nearly impossible to see more than a few feet ahead. His video captured the storm's relentless advance as it engulfed the town in seconds, swallowing buildings and streets beneath a swirling wall of dust. The speed at which the haboob overtook the area left little time for residents to react. The footage revealed a massive, rolling wall of dust, dwarfing everything in its path. Cars, houses, and even large trees disappeared behind the advancing front. The sheer scale and intensity of the storm were both awe-inspiring and terrifying. In response, the National Weather Service quickly issued urgent dust storm warnings for Reeves and Ward counties, alerting everyone to the life-threatening conditions. These warnings were broadcast across television, radio, and mobile devices to reach as many people as possible. The warnings highlighted the dangers: near-zero visibility, damaging winds, and hazardous travel. Roads became treacherous, and emergency services urged people to avoid driving if possible. Motorists were especially at risk, with alerts broadcast across all channels and highway signs flashing urgent messages. Many drivers were forced to pull over and wait for the storm to pass, as visibility dropped to almost nothing. The Haboob was just one part of a larger severe weather system, with thunderstorms bringing lightning, heavy rain, and more strong winds. The combination of dust and rain created dangerous conditions for everyone in the area. Residents were urged to stay vigilant, take shelter indoors, and heed all official warnings to protect themselves and their families. The event underscored the importance of timely alerts, community preparedness, and having a plan in place for sudden severe weather events like this. The greatest danger during a haboob is sudden, near-zero visibility, especially for drivers. Highways become treacherous, with accidents likely as drivers can't see the road or each other. Powerful winds can hurl debris, snap tree limbs, and knock down power lines, causing outages and property damage. Large vehicles risk being pushed off the road or overturned. The dust itself is a health hazard, especially for those with respiratory issues, children, and the elderly. Even healthy people can experience eye, nose, and throat irritation. The combination of blinding dust, strong winds, and flying debris makes these storms extremely dangerous. The best defense is to avoid being caught outside or on the road when a haboob hits. If you're driving and a haboob hits, remember, pull aside, stay alive. Get off the road completely, turn off your lights, set the brake, and stay buckled in your car until the storm passes. Don't try to drive through. Other drivers may not see you, and conditions can change in seconds. At home, stay indoors with windows and doors shut. Always check weather alerts before traveling in dust-prone areas. Respect the power of these storms, and follow safety advice to protect yourself and your family. Staying informed and prepared is your best defense against nature's surprises.